Welcome back to Indie Gamer. I'm gonna keep on playing how we know we are alive. The first few bits of that video, I don't know, the first 30 minutes were really interesting and fun. Fun because there was a lot of interesting moments for me. Hello, Gana. Who's that? It's Sarah. Sarah. I know you remember me, Gana. I see a lot of people in my line of work. Don't remember all of them. Just whatever. I need to ask you something. Oh, hold on. Are you the girl who left town? Yes. The one who ran off with another woman? The lesbian? No, Gana, listen. Oh, it was awful. Her parents broke their hearts. You should have seen them. I don't want to hear about this. What do you want then? Look, you're in a writing group. I'm a founding member of the Aruga writing group, yes? If you wanted to join, I'd have to ask the rest of the group. We don't take just anybody. I don't want to join. I want to ask you about Maria. Oh, yes? Such a shame. Yes, but she was in the group too. Oh, yes. She was a good enough writer. If only she hadn't written about such dreary, awful things. Like what? Oh, I was always death this, death that. Depressing. And before she died, she was writing about that kind of thing. Well, to be perfectly honest, I can't say that she didn't have the decency to turn up to the station that week. She didn't show up? The week before she died? And we're very clear that non-attendance should be announced before. Why didn't she come? She didn't say. But Carla, you know Carla? Our family, he has that wife who was from some oriental place. Weird woman. Stop, please. What about Carla? He said he'd seen her around that week, all out of sorts. What do you mean? Head in the cloud, distracted by something. That's what I heard. Not herself. Why are you asking? Why aren't you too thick as thief? So you do remember me. A little, I suppose. It was rude of her not to tell us she wasn't going to come. Okay, I'm done. You diagonal. Well, you're welcome. God, I'd like to give her a piece of my mind one day. Another time. If I ever come back here, that is. Not herself. I wonder why she didn't go to the writing group. Okay. Time to talk to Chief Inspector Dickhead. Alright. Here we go. Stan Nielsen at your service. Hello, Stan. Well. If it isn't Little Miss City Slicker, Sarah will do. But they don't know about your delinquent past down in Stockholm, do they? Still shoplifting? I was 14 then. Once a thief, always a thief, they say. Come to turn yourself in, is it? A night in the cell for old-time sex? I wanted to ask you about Maya. Oh yes. The anniversary. Well, I suppose she's not getting up to her old tricks anymore, at least. How can you be so insensitive? You try working 30 years as a policeman and see how sensitive you are. That's not a good excuse enough. Go on then, fire away. You're the one who was called to the scene, right? Of her crash? I was, yes. Where was it? Don't you know? You really did cast her soul off, didn't you? Gosh, I wonder why I wanted to do that. Sure, beats me. It was out of the main road south, about an hour down. Nearer to Stockholm than here almost. Why on earth would Maya be out on that road? Am I a mind reader, Sarah? So what happened? Oh, you know how fast it gets dark this time of year. And that old road. Branch in the way or something, she kicked off the side and into the rocks below. Good thing it was me who got cold with the cold really. Telling the family should always be left to someone senior. I'm head of the precincts these days, you know. Right. Can I get back to my work now? You can get back to scratching your ass, yeah? If you continue to disrespect this office, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Suits me just fine. Chief of the precinct, my god, what was she doing on that road? Lena said Jacob hasn't cleared the things from her hold room. Why they decided to live in her parents' creepy old house, I cannot imagine. Maybe I should talk to Jacob. I wonder what he's like now. Good old Bible Basher HQ. Hello? Door seems to be open. Ugh. Hello? Oh, Sarah. What are you doing here? I didn't mean to barge in. The door was open. Yeah, they usually are around here. Sorry, maybe this is a bad time. I can... No, it's fine. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you. I'm just back for the day, really. Okay. May I come in? Sure, of course. Come into the dining room. Pretty strange to be back in this house. I can imagine. Would you like a coffee? Only if you're making some. That'd be nice. Sure. This is too awkward. Oh. Hello. You must be Johannes. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Johannes. I mean, we've met before, but only once, and you were very small. Well, anyway. Where's my dad? He's in the kitchen. Do you want me to get him for you? No, it's okay. It seems we're out of coffee. I haven't really had time. Oh, don't worry. Johannes is so big now. Yeah. And shy. And today is not a good day. Of course. How are you? Oh, today is I understand. But I'm alright. That's good. Feels like another lifetime when I was last here. What year is Johannes in now? First grade. And he's getting stuck into his hockey. We both have really good distractions. Right, yeah. Why are you here, sir? In Aruga. Aruga. It just seemed like the right time. Right. Jacob, do you think it would be okay if I had a look at Maya's old room? I'm afraid it's not very tidy. I haven't really got around to... No, that's okay. Sure, if you want to. Thanks. It's up the stairs and you remember where it is, of course. I won't be long. Oh god, it hasn't changed at all. That's weird. It's like some sort of weird shrine to our youth in here. Even the sheets are the same. A Withered of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. She was always trying to get me to read her stuff. I'm not sure why I never did. There we are. It always looks so small from up here. It is small. It's tiny. I'm going to miss this forest though. They've got plenty of forest in Stockholm, Maria. And anyway, we won't have time. Between the literary festival and the parties, we're not going to be very successful writer if all we do is go to parties. I write the great American novel in the mornings. American? It's a figure of speech, Maria. You're going to love it. And speaking of love, you're such a dick. As your new mob guy. What's his name? You know his name. J something. Jacob. Right. It's good. I like him. Ugh. You think he's stupid? I didn't say anything. No, but I know what you think. Look, I didn't say... It's okay. You just happened to be wrong about him, that's all. Okay, if you say so. How long is it now? 11 months, Sarah. 11 months. Leaving this shithole can't come soon enough. She really was still writing. Poetry mostly, looks like. How long a road must lie ahead between the light and me. Is this what you wrote about, Maria? We used to spend so much time up that hill. What's this? A system blanket receipt for 2 bottles of vodka? Wait, this is from... It is? From the day she died. She used to hate vodka. Sorry. Why would she... I should go. I don't imagine Jacob wants me hanging around too long. Must be quite nostalgic for you. The room I'm in. It was. Jacob, I hope you don't mind me asking, where were you and Johannes on the day that... On this day last year, we were at a hockey game actually. Seems impossible to think about us enjoying ourselves that afternoon now. But Maria got us tickets to a hockey game. She usually comes too, but she said it was a special father-son treat. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Thank you. It's good luck back in the city. Thank you for having me. So on the afternoon that she died, Maya sent them off to a hockey game because she wanted them out of the way. This is insane. The police would have investigated the possibility that... But the police means Officer Nielsen. He easily could have just assumed it was a road accident without really thinking about the alternatives. Elsa? Yes, my dear. Can you remember? Mine like a steel trap I've got. Don't let the wrinkles, will you? you happen to see Marianne the way she died? I did. Must have been one of the last people to do so, I would say. She was coming back this way. Funny look about her. What do you mean, funny? All sneaky looking. Mind you, I'd look sneaky too, if I was off buying great big bottles of alcohol in the middle of the afternoon. Of course, it's easy enough to keep tabs on who's a little too fond of the drinking in this spot, standing here all day as I do. She had a system but I get back, didn't she? She did. Point blank refused to tell me what she had all that drink for. I'm no busybody, you know. I do it for the public good. Okay. Thanks, Alva. Bye now. Surely someone else put two and two together. I should speak to Lena. But what would she not have said if... Hopefully she's still at the grave. I thought I might see you again. I'm kind of in a hurry. Cigarette? No, thanks. Are you alright? You seem... How could I be alright? No, quite right. None of us are today, really. Philip, did you happen to remember what you were doing on this evening last year? Do I remember? Goodness, I'm not sure I could forget. Where were you when you heard? Where? As nobody... Gosh, no, I suppose you wouldn't know. I was at Maya's house. We all were. I mean, I was, and Johannes and Jacob, and a few of Maya's other friends. What? Why? I wish I knew. It was all quite mysterious. She invited us all to come around that evening, but she wouldn't quite say why. What did she say? She said that all would be revealed, but we weren't allowed to know beforehand. So we were all there at 7, like she asked. Of course, she never arrived. Instead, we got... There was a bug there. Instead, we got officers staying at the door with the awful news. What did you think you were all there for? It's sad. In all the shock of what happened, I haven't really thought about it much. I guess I assumed she wanted to tell us something. I must have been terrible. Of course it was. But it was strangely a kind of blessing that we were all together, I mean. Almost as if she knew. I need to find Lena. No problem. Give her my best. I could have helped. I could have stopped you. Why did nobody else stop you? How can I make it up to you? What should I do? You deserve for people to know the truth, no matter how painful it is to hear. Lena. Hello, Sarah. I need to talk to you. Are you alright? You look... No, I'm not alright. to tell you something. Excuse me? Listen to me. Listen to what? Why could nobody see that Maya killed herself? Sarah, I think we need to have a serious conversation. Yes, we do. This shithole town hunted her to her death. She drove her car off the road after getting blind drunk to get away from her life, and nobody even realized. She got trapped here by a pregnancy that she all made her keep, and it finally got too much for her. All the God-fearing hypocrisy, all the nastiness and the narrow-minded crap that has always been the bread and butter in this place. I should have been there for her, but so should everybody else. I'm just letting it slide that the fucking idiot police didn't bother to investigate her death properly, so that everyone can carry on thinking that they didn't have a hand in it. It's not good enough. It's not what she deserved. Are you finished? I'm sorry, I'm just really hungry and... No, Sarah, you're not angry. I am angry. I've never heard... How dare you come here today and say a thing like that? Do you have any idea? No, well, that's the problem, isn't it? You have no idea. What are you talking about? Oh God, you haven't said this to anyone else. No, I haven't said... I think you need to leave Arunga. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going. Yes, you are, but you're going to come with me first. You need to see something. What? What do I need to... Just shut up and walk. You've done enough talking. A lot of people talk the talk but never walk the walk. They don't connect the dots. They don't see through. They don't understand. They don't want to know. They want to believe they're fine and have nothing to change about how they deal with life. I don't want to go in there. I don't care what you want. There's an evensong service tonight for Maria, which you didn't know, of course. You don't know the first thing about Maya. Look around. Look at all these candles people have lit. Flowers lit up pictures of her. He thought because she chose to stay in this small town, she couldn't possibly be enjoying her life, because she wasn't slaving away in Stockholm. For a one-bedroom apartment and a failed career as a writer? How is it going, your wonderful life, huh? Did you really think she had nothing? Did you think she wasn't mourned by countless people here that you never bothered to get to know? No, that's not... Shut up! My sister had a full, rich life here. She loved and was loved enormously. And you come up here for one day in the last decade and think you've seen something we were all too thick to work out? Lena, I'm sorry, but the evidence... Evidence? Is this a game to you? Come home to play detective? Go on then. What's your evidence that my beautiful babysitter did not in fact die in a tragic accident? One that we've all spent the last year desperately coming to terms with. Look, I don't want to hear it. I understand. You understand nothing. But come on, let's have it then. Well, all the vodka she bought, I found with it from the day
she died in her room. She was acting strangely that day and making sure Jacob and Johannes were out of town. And the party, she gathered you all together so that when she died. Are we finished? You'll have to forgive my rural ignorance here, but I wasn't aware that writing poems on dark themes meant you were suicidal. Well, wake up, bitch. And the party. You want to know what the party was about? She'd been working on a book. She sent sample to an agent who wanted to take her on. So she was going to throw a surprise party to tell everyone. Anything suspicious about that, officer? But why did Philip not tell me that? Philip? I never told him. It was too... No, I don't have to explain myself to you. But that's wonderful news. As if you care. And all this wasted life because she was going to see...
What?
Nothing. Go home, Sarah. What was she going to see? You don't deserve to know. You who couldn't even be bothered to text her 1 month to the next. Lena, please. You! She was going to see you. She said you were stuck in your office all weekend. So she was going to go shopping in the city and surprise you with her news in person. And then get back in time for the surprise party. I told her it was ridiculous, but she was set on it, convinced you'd want to share this moment with her, because she didn't give up on your friendship, Sarah. So yes, that's why she was out alone on the road, because of you. I don't know what to say. Well, I do. You were so arrogant that you thought it was impossible that living here could make someone happy. That having a husband and a son and a family could make someone happy. I'm so sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. No, you did not. You came here to see what you wanted to see. And what you wanted to see was confirmation that you chose the right path, and that she did not. Lena, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm sorry for thinking you might have changed. Service will be starting soon, and I don't think it's appropriate for you to be here. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Sarah. Leave me alone, Sarah. I have nothing to. I can't excuse myself. It hurts because of you. If you were here, you would forgive me for all my selfishness, my stupidity. Because you were just the most. But Lena's right. I hardly knew you at all. But that's the thing, isn't it? You aren't here. And if you were, none of this would have if you had been there for you, if I had been there for you, then you might still be here. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry not to have deserved our friendship better. I love you. And I can't believe I left it this late to make it clear. I really do. Even though I'm so bad at it. Goodbye, Maria. And congratulations too on the book. I bet it was beautiful. Created by August Atkinson. Art and animation by Leo Kastner, color and Anna. Written by Imogen Westwright. Night. It's too fast and I'm not in the mood. Special thanks to Ben Lennon, Jenny Yu, Melina Schorman, Marlene Crusoes, Johanna Jolin, butchering those names as well, Chris Burton, Jonas Detler, Stranias Common, the hardworking bar staff at Stage Bar or Cop. Whatever. Well, that was it. Lovely game. A bit too many insights and memories for me, but this is how we know we are alive.